Switzerland is one of the best connected countries in Europe, with various international trains to Italy, France, Germany, Austria and Hungary. This video will show you the journey from Zurich to Hódmezővásárhely via Vienna and Budapest. I will also explain how to change between two stations in Hungary using the metro system.
This is my second day of my interrail journey between London and Budapest, and then on to my hometown of Hódmezővásárhely. The whole point of this journey was to find out what I can see on the way from London, and instead of flying I decided to take the train. But there were several reasons to take the train. Number one, it's far more scenic, as you can see from the window, and also I wanted to take it easy and not just rush to the airport, do the security queues and all the rest. The price wasn't that much more either. The plane was going to cost just under £300 return, and the interrail ticket was only £287, so it was really a no-brainer, I think. Plus it's just so much more beautiful. I've already been to Paris, Strasbourg, Mulhouse, Basel and Zurich just now, and I'm on my way to Vienna and then Budapest, and finally around 10 o'clock this evening I will hopefully get home.
The best option to travel from Zurich to Vienna is by taking one of the direct Railjet trains using the Austrian National Railways. These depart frequently and don't require a reservation. The train is usually pretty quiet, but it tends to get busy in Salzburg, where people get on to travel to the airport. Make sure to set an alarm for the scheduled arrival time in Vienna, as the main train station is not its final stop. The beauty of traveling by train is that you can walk up and down the train, and if you see something nice, you can just get off at the next stop and discover. You cannot do that by flying or taking high-speed trains for obvious reasons. While taking the high-speed train may be faster, it often doesn't stop anywhere, and you will need an extra reservation with your Interrail pass. I've used the Interrail Travel Planner app and only picked trains that didn't require reservations. I did make some exceptions on Friday when I travelled to Strasbourg and on the way back home to the UK, but otherwise most of my journeys were included in the Interrail price. As you can see from the window, the journey between Zurich and Vienna is super scenic. The hills look spectacular and go on forever as we cross the Alps. During parts of the journey, the train line hugs the river and we cross many bridges. The train is not super fast around here, as there are many bends in the tracks, but the views will definitely compensate for the often sluggish process. The entire journey to Vienna takes 8 hours, and the line is high speed after Salzburg, traveling at 200 km per hour. You will cross the border with Hungary about an hour after changing trains in Vienna. From Vienna, the scenery is pretty flat and the train is much faster. The journey from Vienna to Budapest takes just over 2 hours. The train will drop you off at Keleti train station and you will need to change to Nyugati train station.
Well, I've just arrived in Budapest at Keleti pályaudvar, and I'm going to change at Nyugati pályaudvar to go home.
First, you will need to take the red line from Keleti to Deák Ferenc tér. It is the third stop in the direction of Déli pályaudvar. When you get off at Deák Ferenc tér, follow the blue signs to Metro Line 3 or the Blue Metro Line. The trains come every 2 to 3 minutes, so there is no need to run for one. The Blue Metro uses old Soviet cars, some of which have recently been renovated. From Deák Ferenc tér, it is 2 stops to Nyugati pályaudvar. Get off here and ascend the escalators to the platform directly.
Right, well, I've just about made it here, and I'm gonna get on the train now.
The trains to Szeged run every hour. The railway line is electrified, and it takes just over 3 hours to arrive in Szeged. Nyugati pályaudvar was built by Eiffel, so you will see many similarities between this station and the stations in Paris. The roof, the ironwork, and many other things look exactly the same. The train to Szeged is very retro, some of them date back to the 1980s or more. They have separate compartments and you can open the windows in the corridors.
In Hungary the trains are much better because you can pull the windows down and lean out.
As you travel along, you can let the fresh air in and simply listen to the clicking of the rails as the train rushes down the line. I boarded the train in Budapest around 7 p.m. It was already dark when we pulled into Szeged, where I changed to the last train home. Watch my videos about Hódmezővásárhely and nearby attractions if you plan a visit here, and don't forget to subscribe.